Hey everyone and welcome to the club. Today I'll be showing you how to draw the Dark Voyager from Fortnite. We're going to get started at the top of our page with the top edge of the visor. So we're going to start on the left side. I want to draw a curve that comes down and then back up on the right. From these ends I want to come out towards the side of the visor with a slight curve. Starting on the left, we're going to curve it out and then down. Now let's come down with a straight line, down towards the bottom of the visor. Now we're going to connect these ends with a curve that comes down in the middle for the bottom edge of the visor. Just bring that back up on the right side. Now I'm going to give the impression that this visor is curved, so we're going to add a glare to the side. Starting at the top on the left, we're going to curve out and then pull that back in at the bottom. We're going to take that and flip it over on the right side. Now let's work our way to the top of the visor. On the inside, I'm going to draw two straight lines that go up. Starting on the left, we'll go straight up. And we're going to do the same thing on the right. So I'm going to step over, line this up, and then come straight down. Now we're going to connect these 2 points with a curve, going up to the top and then back down. From the top corner, we're going to step down and round out the side of the helmet coming down towards the visor. So starting on the left, we're going to step down, curve out. Now I'm just going to pull that down towards the side of the visor. Do the same thing on the right side. Let's add a hinge to the side of the visor. So along this line, we're going to draw two short lines coming out. Now we're going to connect those 2 points with a curve going outwards. We're going to do the same thing on the right. Now we're going to continue working down with the side of the helmet. So in line with this curve, we're going to step down underneath the visor and draw a straight line coming down. We're going to do the same thing on the right side. Now let's connect those 2 points with a curve. We're going to follow the same curve of the visor, from left to right. I just want to add a trim along the top edge of the helmet. So taking this curve and just duplicating it right below. And then in the center we're going to add a buckle. So we're going to leave a gap in the center. On the left we'll draw a straight line. We'll do the same thing on the right. Now it's going to trim this rectangle out on the inside. Now that we've drawn the head, let's work our way down the body. On the side, underneath the helmet, we're going to draw the side of the body curving out and then straight down towards the hip. We'll do the same thing on the right, curving out, and then we'll pull that down towards the same height. Let's add the control box along the top here. So it's a rectangle. We're going to start with a straight line going across. We'll come down with two short lines, and then we'll close off the bottom with a straight line. Now I just want to add two straps along the side. So from the top corner, we're going to step down, draw a straight line going across on either side. Now from the bottom corner, we're going to step up and draw another straight line going out towards the side of the body. Let's draw the strap coming down towards the center strap. So taking this curve, we're going to step in, curve down in towards that line. Do the same thing on the right. Let's add some detail to the control box. So taking this line, we're going to step in, come down. We're going to draw a small rectangle on the left side. Now to the right, we're going to draw a square, so leaving a gap. Draw a tiny square. Now right in the center, in behind the control box, we're going to draw two lines coming down for the zipper to the same height as we have on the hips. So let's start on the left side of the center, come down in behind the control box, come all the way down. We're going to do the same thing on the right side. Now let's close off the center with a straight line. Now I'm going to add the light strips along the side of the body. So we're going to start on the corner of the strap, we're going to angle down and then in. Do the same thing on the right side. Now we're going to come straight down. Now we're going to come down at an angle towards the hip. Now I just want to trace this out on the outside. So stepping down, nice even gap all the way around. Now let's step down in the center and draw on the lower torso. So in the middle, from left to right, we're going to draw a small curve going across. On the left side, we're going to step in, curve out, and then down towards the left heel. We'll do the same thing on the right side. Let's round out the bottom of the feet. So from heel to the toe, we curve down and back up. From the toe, I want to round out the top of the foot. So we're going to go up and curve down to right about there. We're going to do the same thing on the right side. Curving up and then hooking that back down. Along the bottom, I just want to add a thick sole. So we're going to take that curve, step up, and just duplicate that. Now I just want to continue the curve of the foot down in towards the sole. Now I'm going to add a strap going across the foot. So at the top of the foot here, we're going to curve down towards the bottom of the sole, creating a nice little strap on either side. Now at the top of the strap, I want to add a light strip. So in the inside, we're just going to angle up and in on both sides. Now let's move back up towards the hips. We're going to round out the side of the leg and come down towards the top of the foot. Starting on the left hip, we're going to curve out. Now halfway, we're just going to start to pull that in. Now we're going to move up about halfway along the leg and draw on the boot cuff. Starting on the left, we'll curve down and then back up. We'll do that on both sides. Now I want to add a light strip along the boot cuff. So we're going to take this curve and just duplicate it 2 more times below. Leave an even spaced gap. Now we're going to add one more strap going across the top of the leg in the opposite direction. Starting from the top of the boot cuff, we're going to curve out towards the left and then the right. Now we're going to step up and just draw on the top of the strap. Now between the hip and the lower torso, right in here, I'm just going to add a curve to add a wrinkle in the suit. Now that we've drawn the body, let's move back up and draw on the arms. So about halfway along the side of the body, we're going to curve out and then down towards the wrist. Do the same thing on the right side. Now going back to the left, we're going to draw on the thumb with a half circle. At the end of the thumb, I'm going to draw a bracket. Now at the bottom of the thumb, I'm going to draw on the first finger, curving around the bracket and going up. Now we're going to step down, curve around and up the second finger. Now the third finger, I'm going to go around and then up and in. Going out. Now we're going to start to pull that into right about there. Let's do the same thing on the right side. Rounding up the thumb, and we'll draw a bracket. At the bottom of the thumb, we're going to go around the bracket and go up for the first finger. Step down, curve around the second finger. Now the third finger, we're going to go all the way up towards the same height as we have on the left. Curving into right about there. Now I just want to bump out the shoulder. Starting on the left, we're going to curve up and then back in behind the helmet. Let's add the large wristbands. From the wrist, we curve up and then back out towards the left on both sides. Now we're going to step up and then follow that same curve, going across the arm. We're going to split the wristband in half. So in the center, we're just going to draw an angled line coming down towards the bottom on both sides. Now we just want to trace out the inside edge of the wristband. Stepping down, curve in, come down with that angle, and then curve back out. We're going to add 2 more curves on the inside of this wristband. So taking this curve, stepping up, curving in, and then from the top we'll step down and then curve in. Let's do the same thing on the right. Now one last detail, we're going to add the pouch on the side of the shoulders. So on the left side, just below the helmet, we're going to draw an angled line going up. We'll step down, draw that same angled line. Now we're going to connect those 2 points with a curve. Let's do the same thing on the right. And that's pretty much it. There we have it. There's the Dark Voyager from Fortnite. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Make sure you subscribe and send me your requests in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.